Hey travelers, one of the most debated topics with the Carnival Cruise Line is their Cheers program. And a lot of people are like, should I do it? Should I not do it? Well, we're going to actually talk about that, give you some ins and outs, tell you about the program. Also in the description, there'll be a link to Carnival's official status on it and what you can and can't do. So check out that description. I'm Papa J. Thanks for joining, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. Let's talk about the important thing. I got my handy dandy notebook, so if I look down a little bit, I'm checking my notes. I want to make sure I'm giving you as much information as possible and accurate information. So let's talk about price. That's what everyone's concerned with. If you buy it ahead of time, it's $59.95 before your cruise. If you buy it on the first day of the cruise, which you can, it goes up to like $5. So definitely recommend getting it before. It's $59.95 a day. So if you're on a 5-day cruise, take that $59.95 and multiply it by 5 days. But also don't forget that they do add an 80% gratuity. That 80% gratuity gets divided amongst all the bartenders for anyone who bought the Cheers package. Something else to note, if whoever's in over 21 in the same cabin has to buy it. So if you and your wife are there and you want it, she doesn't. If you buy it, she has to buy it also. Used to be you could, if like if the spouse didn't really drink, you could talk to guest services, but I think they kind of did away with that right now. If it makes sense for your family, if you have to buy 2 cabins, it makes sense for your family because your wife doesn't want to buy it. Like she doesn't drink, but you do. Maybe you want the beers or whatnot. You can put an adult in one room, adult in another room, and then divide your kids up, and then go to guest services to kind of get a key. That's basically so you can buy it and your wife doesn't have to worry about it since she doesn't drink. Again, it's 15 max per day. That day runs from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. the next day. That's 15. Now you're probably going, can I really hit 15? Well, particularly on C days, let's say you go to brunch, or let's say you actually wake up, you go to coffee, get a spiked coffee. Personally, when I'm on a cruise, I like the Irish coffees. Then we'll go to brunch, maybe get a mimosa or 2. That's, right there, that's 2 or 3 drinks already. Lunchtime, we'll generally get a drink or 2 during around lunchtime. Again, that's, around 4, maybe 5. In order to break even, roughly, you have to drink about 5 to 6 cocktails. The average cocktail runs about $10. So you want to kind of $10 to $12. So you kind of want to check the cost. If you're doing just beers, it may not be worth it, but it's really going to depend. You really need to add up those numbers. It includes all spirits, cocktails, and beers that are under $20. So it does not include any cocktail or spirit over 20. So you want to make sure you're staying under that 20 mark. There is package, you can also get packaged water in the dining room and in the restaurant. Packaged water means bottled water. Big bottled waters, they come to your table when you have the Cheers package. Instead of getting the tap water that they have through the system, you get bottled water. Then you can get 25% off any bottle of wine that's over $20. So let's say there's a certain wine you want, and it's over $20, you can get 25% off that bottle. Also 25% off any glass or spirit that's over 20. So let's say there is a really rare bourbon or whiskey that you want, but it's over $20. You can actually get 25%, but you'll have to pay for it. You do get 25% off any beverage similar in classes. Now, what does this not include? That's important too, huh? Does not include beverage and souvenir cups. You could probably drink, you can drink it'll cover the drink, but you can't get the cup. So if you're looking to get the cup, you're going to have to buy that separately. Does not include any bottles of liquor, so you can't go to to the liquor store and buy a bottle of liquor and include that. No beverage, if there's beverages being offered on the gangway, does not include that. Drinks through room service, it does not include. If there's any mini bottles in the fridge, I know they used to, but I don't think they got away from that. Does not include those. Does include ordering a drink from room service. No sharing drinks such as fish bowls. So I like certain things that my wife does not. So if I got a fish bowl, it would just be my drink. It's about 3 drinks in a fish bowl, so it's considered shareable. Another one was they had these limited beers. They were in a big bottle, about 24 ounces, I think. It was basically a beer aged in rum barrels, but they were $18, under the $20. But because they were considered shareable, you could not get those on the Cheers package. So any drink or samples, such as like the flights for the rums, are not included because they're considered shareable. Some people have mentioned that they were able to get like a flight on the Cheers package, which is like 4-ounce pours a flight. Some people said they can't. So I think it just really depends if you're really tight with your bartender. No sharing. Also, beverages offered in the wine machine. Have you ever seen the wine machine? Most of the time it's located, if it's on board, most of the time it's located in the library. Go look at the library and see if they have a wine machine. If they do, you can't use your drink package there. You're going to have to pay for it with your sell and sign card. Also, no food. That should be obvious. This is the drink package. We're here to drink. Not only are we there to eat, but most of the food's free anyways. But it doesn't include food if there's an extra cost. I know Red Frog sometimes on some of the ships they have a kitchen and they offer some food sometimes. That's it. That's the drink package. If you're drinking 5 to 6 cocktails, you can actually break even pretty simple, especially if you're spacing it. But also remember that, like I said before, all your spirits, all the non-alcohol is unlimited. So, you know, if you just want a soda. So let's say you do hit your 15, you can still get all your unlimited stuff. They're not going to cap you off there. So you can get your sodas, regular coffee, juices. You can basically those are included and are unlimited. So again, that's $59.95 a day, 18% gratuity. Don't forget, if you're not sure how to add that in, do that into a calculator. Do 59.95 times the days of the cruise, and then times 1.18, and that'll help you get your price. Or just do checkout and it'll kind of go. But if you're kind of curious whether you should book it and book that package, that's the way to do it on a calculator. I'm Papa J. I hope you found this informative. Leave a comment down below. See you guys on the open seas.